name is Carrie. I'm a student physical therapist. I'm going to be doing the assessment today with you and Lincoln. So is he your first child?
Yes.
He is. Okay. And how was the birthing process? Were there any complications?
For me, no. For him, yes. He had the umbilical cord wrapped around his neck.
Okay.
And he swallowed amniotic fluid.
Okay.
So within the first couple of days, he had his stomach pumped twice.
All right. And since then, have there been any other concerns with that, or has everything been fine since then?
Well, from the amniotic fluid, he became very colic, and he had pretty harsh heartburn and acid reflux. So the doctor prescribed him some medication, and we gave it to him just as needed.
Okay.
Because we didn't really want him on too many medications.
Mm-hmm.
But he pretty much fought through it because we bought Dr. Brown bottles and bottles that had no air in them.
Okay.
So that helped a lot with gas and the reflux.
Mm-hmm.
But he fought through it. So about a month and a half ago, he stopped being colic.
Okay.
So now he's very much drinking his bottles fine, not having heartburn or anything like that.
Okay, that's good. Hello, young man. Hello. Okay, so did you carry him till full term?
Yes.
Okay, so how many weeks were you?
I was 39 weeks when I went into the doctor's office and begged them for an induction because I had hydronephrosis, bilateral hydronephrosis in my kidneys because of how big he was.
Mm-hmm.
It blocked off the tube, so it was pretty painful for the last 4 months of my pregnancy. So the doctors, said there's no point because we were already at 39 weeks.
Okay.
He would have been 40 weeks if we waited 2 days. So it really wasn't too big of a deal.
Yeah. So you carried him for full term, which is
Yeah.
awesome. And how old is he now?
He's 3 months and what's today's date? the
first.
So he was 3 months on the 21st.
Okay. So just a little over 3 months. And what is your education level?
Associates.
Associates. Okay.
Criminology.
Awesome. And so I'm just going to ask you a couple questions about your family history. Does your family have any history of diabetes or heart conditions? Or
No diabetes or heart conditions, but cancer is pretty profound in my dad's side.
Okay. And is there anything else, any lung issues or breathing?
No. My grandmother does have asthma. My mom has asthma.
Okay. Okay. So, who lives with you?
My husband and the baby.
Okay. And do either of you work?
We both work.
Okay.
He works for Tampa Police Department, and I work for Port Authority.
Okay. And how long after you had him did you go back to work?
Well, I had to take 6 weeks prior to him off because of the hydronephrosis.
Okay.
But I stayed with him for 6 weeks after, so a total of 12.
Okay. And so when you guys are both at work, what do you do with Lincoln?
Because we work night shifts from 9:30 p.m. to 6 a.m., he has a nanny that comes by.
Oh, awesome.
So basically, he's sleeping. So.
Hello. Hi, look at you. Okay, so since you've had him, have there been any other surgeries or hospitalizations or?
No, he recently caught his first cold.
Okay.
But he's been a trooper. He had a double ear infection, which we wouldn't have even known if he didn't get checked out because he did cry once.
Oh wow.
But
he's a trooper.
Yeah. But that was his first cold. He had it for 6 days.
Okay.
He's just now getting over it.
Okay. And is he on any other medications?
Nope.
Nope.
Just
okay.
antibiotics, amoxicillin for the cold, which ends on Tuesday.
Okay. That's good. Okay. So, how is he eating?
Very well.
Good?
Yeah, he
Okay.
eats He tends to want to eat every 2 hours, but we try to push it to 3 to 4 hours because he eats 6 ounces at a time. The doctor said he can eat up to 8 ounces, but he seems pretty satisfied at 6 ounces.
Okay.
But he doesn't leave a drop.
And are you breastfeeding or are you formula feeding?
I breastfed for the first 2 months,
Okay.
but basically pumped because I went back to work. But after 2 months, my supply dried up pretty much. No matter what pill, how much water intake I had, exercising, it didn't really matter. So he was supplemented with formula since birth, but it was majority breast milk until 2 months.
Okay.
And now it's just formula.
Okay. And how is he sleeping?
Well, he initially wasn't sleeping more than 3 or 4 hours, but in the last week and a half, 2 weeks, he's been sleeping 7 hours.
Oh, awesome.
He's just a very energetic baby, so like he always wants to play.
Yeah.
But when he's out, he's out.
That's
so
good.
at least those 7 hours, he's knocked out. So he gets his rest, and he sleeps during the day about 20 to 30 minute naps, sometimes an hour, but that's rare.
Okay. And so what does a typical day look like for you guys? Like if you're home and not working?
So we get up around 7 o'clock, because that's normally when he wakes up, because I come home from work around that time.
Okay.
He eats, he gets changed. We do tummy time. We do about 15 to 20 minute tummy time, because after that he's pretty exhausted. He likes books. I don't know if he can quite understand what I'm saying, but I think it's the pictures.
Yeah.
So we read about 4 or 5 books.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he likes the pictures. He just discovered TV, but I'm not going to sit him in front of it. But if it's on, he whips his head around. He listens to music, so he'll listen to like Mozart, ABCs, and Baby Beluga, and that's pretty much his activities for the day. We tend, like once or twice a week, to go on a walk. And last Friday we went to Lettuce Lake Park, so he had his first adventure. But we like to get him, out in the open, the sun. And Mondays he goes to swim lessons.
Nice. Now, do you and Dad do that with him, or?
I do it, and only because his dad is 6'6", and the pool is not very big. So his dad wouldn't be able to submerge him into the water.
Gotcha.
If he wasn't there.
Okay, so do you have any concerns about Lincoln at all?
No, I don't. His growth spurt is pretty crazy. In the last month, he grew, I think, 3 inches.
Wow.
Yeah, or just about 3 inches, and he's very hungry. So obviously, it's from the growth spurt. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I know when I was a teenager, when I had a growth spurt, my joints hurt and things like that. So I try to give him a little bit of exercise and stuff just in case, because I don't know. He's such a tough guy that I don't know if he's hurting or not.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so what are some activities that you've seen him do, like moving his arms or legs or?
Well, he just discovered his feet, so that's a big thing right now. So he constantly does sit-ups. He constantly does sit-ups just to see them. He is very intense. He's a very intense baby, so everything is he grabs onto things very tightly. He grabs his hair very tightly, so his hands are always clasped. And when he pulls anything, it's with all his strength.
Yeah.
So he's really, really strong. But so yeah, plays with the feet, hands. His tongue, he discovered his tongue a month ago. So now the drooling along with the teething is just, it overpowers everything. So he goes through 2 or 3 bibs a day.
Sounds like he's pretty strong and active.
Yes, very.
Okay. So I just want to listen to his heart and lungs.
Okay.
So if you want to just hold him on your lap. I just want to listen to a little bit on his back. Okay. So that all sounds great. Oh
He just wants his woman up.
no. Okay. So I'm just gonna stick my hand in here.
As long as he's the woman up.
Alright. So his heart and lungs sound great, which is good.
You just nap.
Okay. So next what I want to do is I want to look at some of his reflexes. So
Okay. Let's move you to the middle.
let's see.
You want to grab the bottom?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I feel bad waking him up.
No, it's fine.
Okay. So I'm going to take off his socks, if you don't mind. We'll get some- Start with the easy stuff so we don't wake him up right away. Okay. So we're going to look at his plantar grasp, which is just how his feet are going to curl around,
Okay.
which he has perfect on both sides. Same with the palmar grasp, so he'll grab on real tight, which is good. He feels nice and strong. Let's see the other side.
I think I'm asleep, but I know what you're doing. Oh, he used to rub his eye.
Got an itch? Okay, let's see this side. Beautiful, nice and strong. Okay, so next one. I don't know if he's going to do it because he's sleeping.
What do you need him to do?
So when you stroke the side of his cheek, he should turn.
Oh, he does.
But it might just be because he's sleeping and in his own little world. I'm going to wake you up. Okay. And so let's see how he does. So one of the reflexes is called ATNR. So what happens is we're going to bring arms down. And when you lift the one side up, the other side normally extends and comes out straight like this.
Do you want to put him down?
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe we should lay him flat.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm so tired.
Wake up. Lincoln,
Okay.
go. It's like it's nap time.
Can it nap time?
No, you cannot. Okay, so let's see if we. By the age of 3 months, this one normally is already integrated, but we're going to test it just to see anyway. So I'm just going to stroke the bottom of his foot, and it's got a little bit. There you go.
He has sweaty feet.
But it looks pretty good. Okay, so next we're just going to roll him onto his tummy,
Okay.
and I'll leave that in there so we'll see. Well, maybe we won't leave that in there.
Oh,
You're
okay.
It's okay.
Oh, that's early. You're not cranky. Don't show that. You're good.
Look at him. All propped up on his elbows. So this one we were looking for to see if he's going to all curl up all of his legs and arms.
Okay.
which he's not doing, but that's a good thing as well. It looks like he's getting some weight bearing into his arms, which is good. Is he awake? Lincoln. Hello.
Oh, did I mention he's very stubborn?
Hello. What are you doing over here? Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the AIMS, which is just an assessment to look at how he's developing motor-wise, and we're just going to put him through a couple different positions, and we'll see what we can get him to do. It's mostly hands-off and just observing.
Okay.
And it kind of like gives you an idea of where he is compared to other children his
There
age.
you go. Are you smiling right now?
Okay. So we'll start in supine since he's already lying like this. And do you have any toys that I can try and get his attention with?
His octopus.
Hello. Cute.
It'd be great if I could get this off. Here you go. That's his favorite octopus.
Can you look over here? Great.
What's that? Knock on wood. The octopus.
Hello. Hello. Can we look over here? Oh, you just want to look at me, don't you?
Don't move, so he'll
Don't
look.
you? Hello. Let's get over here.
He's gonna stare you directly in your eyes.
Good job. Okay. So let's see what else you can do. You want to hold this?
Is that funny?
He's getting some nice abdominal strength in here, lifting his bottom up.
Yeah, it's the feet.
Do you ever see him like grab his feet? With
No,
his
not
hands?
yet.
Not yet.
He just visually, it entertains him visually.
Mhm.
But he has his motor skills with his hands, hand-eye coordination is not that great yet.
Okay.
He wants to do it, like he'll try to, but he'll miss it. Or
Mhm.
like with the wubnub, he's got the wubnub down pat, like he holds it
Mhm.
tight, and but he knows he doesn't understand the concept of throwing it and not retrieving it.
Yeah. Let's come over here. See if we can get you to turn this way. Come on. Look at you. I'm almost rolled a little bit this way. Let's come over here.
Put your hand out, you can do a lot more.
Hi. Yeah? You're such a little flirt.
You're exhausted.
Hi. Look at you. This way? Like you're just gonna hold it there? You're not gonna give it to me? Okay. Well, I think that's pretty good. He's done a lot. He's looking good in this position. So let's see. Put him back on his belly. Let's see what you can do there since you're a little bit more awake now, aren't you? Yeah? Okay. Over. Okay. There we go. Let's go over here. Hello. Hello. Elmo gonna do? Hi. Hello. Can we look this way? Over here?
Did you see it? Is that your favorite? He's like, give it to me.
What about back over here? Lincoln, over here. Over here.
You didn't see it right over there.
You see?
He just wants to flirt.
I'm just gonna grab those.
You just want to flirt with her, huh? His hands are very entertaining as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll stare at them.
Got some strong grip.
Oh yeah. My hair.
He gets
It's
your hair a
hot,
lot.
oh, Half my hair is gone.
Okay. So the next position, we're going to put him in sitting. And I'll go ahead and help support him with that. Let's see what he can do here. Hello. Now you can see more of everything around you, huh? Let's sit you down here.
Bud. Hi.
He's such a talker.
That's his talking.
How you doing, buddy?
You don't have the most attractive laugh.
Let's get this down. Oh, God bless you.
God bless
Bless
you.
you.
He sneezes just like me. It's never once. It's 2 or 3 times. Yeah.
Look at him.
Are you excited?
He's holding himself up pretty well.
It's the thunder thighs.
Thunder thighs.
This is thunder thighs.
I know. You having fun? Talking away over here? Yeah? Let's see if we face him. Face me. Let's see. Hello. Can you look up here?
Lincoln.
He's like, no, I just want to keep talking. I just want to keep talking. How you know? He's like, put it in my mouth.
Is that your blub?
Yeah. Yeah.
He talks to the doctor every time we take him. He
Really?
sits there and just talk to him the whole time.
Let's see if we're gonna go from lying to sitting, okay? Okay? Ready? Whoa! Look at how strong you are!
He loves that.
Look at how strong you are! Aw. Yeah, that was a good job. Okay. So the last position we're going to do is standing. We're going to see.
Are you going to show off?
I hope so.
Lock your legs.
Let's see what we can do. Whoa, look at you, buddy.
He's doing squats like mama.
Really? Got some strong legs here, mister.
Are you excited? Are you open up front?
Yeah. Look at you.
Hi. I'm not going anywhere.
Hmm.
Hi. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Stand up.
He's like, oh, this was enough.
Here. Oh, you're gonna walk? Whoa.
Okay, let's sit you back down. That was very good, mister. Look at you go. Okay, so what I'll do with this is I will go ahead and add up his score at the end, give you a percentile of where he is
Okay.
within his peers. But I think he's looking pretty good, aren't you, little man? Yeah. But overall, I think that he's right where he should be.
Okay.
You know, he's moving along. He's got his legs up. He's strong.
He's flirting.
He's talkative. Yeah. But for his age, he's doing great. But I will go ahead and add up those scores, and then we can talk about it after.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions for me?
Actually, yes. The process in which you guys do this, how is it that you calculate each step? How are you adding up these numbers?
Okay, so what we do is we have this scoring right here. So what we do is we look at what he can do on his own.
Right.
And so we'll kind of see in each position what he does. And then we have a way to score. So what he does in each position, we'll get a certain amount of points for. And then in the end, we'll add them up. And then they have based on like studies they've done with this test,
Okay.
they have norms for, certain age groups.
Correct. Okay.
And then you just compare and see where he lies compared to the rest.
Okay.
So for a 3-month-old, he's doing everything he should be. All of his reflexes are where they should be. The ones that shouldn't be here anymore have already integrated.
Okay. Does his weight and height matter at all? Or is
I
it just a process?
I'm not sure exactly how the weight and height interacts with this one specifically. I don't think that really matters with this one. This
Okay.
is more looking at motor development and how he's reaching his milestones and
Okay.
his actual performance there. But in this aspect, he's doing great.
Okay.
So, but if you don't have any other questions for me, I think we'll wrap this up.
Say thank you, Lincoln.
Thank you.